Misty, come on. We're going to be late for block party. Come on. Girls, come on. We've got to get going.
All right.
Hey.
Yay,
hey, everybody.
we made it.
We made it. We're here. How is everybody tonight? I hope you're having better weather than we are.
Yes.
Ours was good for like 2 days.
Yeah, and then
I
it's just
really
been
like
gloomy.
rain.
I love rain too.
I like it if I can stay home and read a book and snuggle under a quilt.
We
But
all want to snuggle and read a book.
that's
Doesn't
right.
bother me
So
at
it's time
all.
for another block party. And we have Misty with
Yeah.
us tonight.
Yep, you get the whole crew.
You get
That's
the whole
right.
crew. That's because it's like National Quilting Month.
Yeah, so
and
we thought,
just,
why not?
Yep.
Everybody needs to see this. So.
Yep, so here we are. Thanks for having me.
So who do we have, Liz? Do we have people here?
We have lots of people here. We
Awesome.
have hi from Melbourne, Florida. Found you, hi from Michigan, from Susan. From Vicky Sewing Adventures, hi from Queensland, Australia. Penny says hi from the UK. So thank you guys for joining us from all over. We
Nice.
love that
Yeah.
you're here. And we're
We
happy to
do.
join you for a block party. We've got lots of things to show you.
Absolutely.
Oh, we do have lots of things to
We
show you.
do.
It's
This
a
is
great
gonna
issue.
be, it's gonna
It's
be
really
great.
a cool one, isn't it?
Yep.
It's already started shipping, hasn't it?
Not
Not
quite.
yet.
Not
It'll
yet.
ship
No.
in
Just
April.
yet.
Oh, this is the April one.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the April one.
I'm sorry, guys. I just never know.
No, so
The
actually-
February issue should be in people's hands.
Yes.
Yes.
And
So
the April issue is coming
Coming
up.
right.
soon.
Right. So actually, what's really great is you can subscribe today. If you're not already a subscriber, you can still subscribe up until Monday, March 22nd at 11:59 p.m. Central.
Okay.
And you will get the previous issue for free instantly in your account digitally.
Okay.
But you will also get the next issue as your first issue. And right now, for National Quilting Month, we also have $5 off an annual subscription, which is more than 10% off
Well,
of
and
your
it's
annual
not much to
subscription.
begin with.
It's almost
So-
an entire issue free.
Yeah.
Really,
Almost.
'cause there's-
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
go subscribe,
That's
and
awesome.
we'll get you started. So
That's great.
And make sure you guys ask your questions. I'll be relaying them to the
Yeah,
to the
we have a
girls,
little
and
Q&A to
we'll do
start
all
out,
kinds of
so-
things
Do
today.
we?
I hope
We get
so.
to Q&A first?
Yes.
I
Love
love that
it.
part.
Yeah.
We love questions and answers. So just, actually, we have all the answers, none of the questions.
I think I'm the opposite.
She
I have
has all-
all the questions.
I was going to say, maybe you have all the answers, but I haven't got them
All
yet.
right, girls, I got this.
I love it.
Except when I don't, and then I just don't. I admit it.
That's
It's
right.
totally okay
Do we
not
have
to know all the
questions,
things.
Liz?
So folks are still tuning in and telling us where they're coming from. So
Oh, awesome.
one of the things that we do have a question that comes up often is kind of what's going on as far as the shop's opening. And so Jenny, you get to tell us the day that we're opening, but we have more details coming soon.
Yes.
Okay,
Do we know the actual
so wait,
day?
let me tell you. I only
'Cause
know
I
what's
think-
happening when I wake up that morning and look on my calendar. I do that every day. I live right in the present. I only know what's happening that day.
Yes.
I do know we're opening in May.
Yes.
I'm not exactly
That's the
sure
plan.
what day.
Right. So
That's the plan.
May 3rd.
May 3rd.
But
You
there's
heard
going
it
to be
here.
yes, there's going to be
What?
so much more detail coming out on Monday, so we want you to tune in and get all the good details
Okay.
on how that's going to work.
So just so you know, you guys, we were planning a huge, big grand opening with all kinds of things going on. And really, we've had so many things happen with COVID and things like that where we can't get construction supplies and we can't get, things.
Yeah.
So it's a soft opening. We were going to have a grand party, and
Yeah.
now we're just going to have a party.
Yeah.
A little-
And that's okay.
It's still a party.
A
The doors are
soft
going to
opening.
open.
The doors are going to open.
Yeah. And we
You
cannot
have
wait.
to wear masks in the shops.
Yep. So there'll be all kinds of
right
good
now,
details.
resetting all
They're
the
busy
shops,
resetting
cleaning
everything.
everything,
Getting
Yep.
everything.
switching out all the
All the
fabrics,
things.
hanging new quilts,
Yes.
decorating.
Yes, the
Yes.
windows are all covered,
And
so
we will
everyone's
have a
gonna be
couple of
surprised.
new shops ready to open, as far as I know.
Well,
I think they'll
Or
be
are
coming.
they coming soon?
Soon.
It's
Yeah.
coming soon.
Okay,
Yes.
so there's new
Yeah.
shops in the
So
works. We're
lots
not
of-
for sure on that date.
Lots of stuff will come Monday, so tune in for that. So you just heard here today, May 3rd is our soft opening, but
Get
more
excited.
details will
More
come on
details
Monday.
coming.
More details will come. I know I got a message from somebody online, and they were like, "What? I'm coming the week before."
I know,
and
I
I'm like,
saw that.
I'm so sorry.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's always good to call, especially in COVID times, to find out what's happening.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I'm actually surprised it's May 3rd.
Yeah.
Because
was
I thought it
thinking
was going to be
30th.
toward the end of May. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we were hoping for the first week. Everybody's been hoping. But I guess, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So, I think it'll work.
I can't wait. I'm
I know.
really excited to
So
have
one
the
of the
shops
things
open.
that
It'll be
we've
fun.
really missed here in Hamilton is that hustle and bustle.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
people lining the streets. You walk down and every car has a different license plate from someplace else, and
That's pretty fun.
it's just way cool. Yeah, it's just way cool. All right, so now May 3rd, we're
Yep.
opening up.
And so another
Now
question
we
is,
know,
what
too.
is that quilt behind you?
Oh, yes.
Ooh, this is the Missouri Star quilt.
This is the Missouri Star Quilt.
It is.
This is a nice big 24-inch block.
It is. There's a pattern for it.
Yep.
There
we,
is.
we sell it. Missouri Star is our name. Every state has a block or a couple of blocks, actually. A lot of them have several blocks.
Yeah.
And this is a Missouri Star block, and it's for the state of Missouri. And
There are a few that are attributed to Missouri.
right.
Yes.
So
And-
this is the one we love.
And you might see some more ideas on what to do with this
Yeah,
coming
maybe.
up.
Coming
In a
up.
few months.
in
Maybe.
Oh,
In a few
sneaky
months.
hint. Excellent.
Just one, right?
Maybe
Yeah. Well,
there might be a triple
three.
play.
Oh, yeah. We'll see.
Although,
intrigue.
I can't tell you. I
What
can't
is it
really
gonna
tell
be?
you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
They
right.
won't let me tell you.
We won't say anything else.
We'll see more awesome things from these ladies always. We also want to get started on showing some of the awesome things that are in this issue of Block Magazine. And one of the things is it continues our Talavera tiles sew along.
So I've actually seen a lot of people who are doing this online.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, are they
know,
posting in the All Stars?
They're posting in the All Stars group, and
Nice.
and there's a lot of people like, I just finished my Talavera tile block, and
That's so good.
yeah, it's so cool, and so it's fun. So we should show this because that's what this
All
one
right.
is. And I'm just gonna step over here to the side
Okay.
because you girls have all the good shoulders.
All
So
right.
the first block was the center.
Yeah, the first block was the great big giant Missouri Star center, right here.
And
And I feel like once you get that done, everything else is like chump change, right? They're all tiny.
well, sometimes big is
hold that?
easier.
Sure.
Yeah. Sometimes it is. That's true. But this is an easy block anyway. This is the my Jenny's Doll Quilt Star, or the Lemoyne Star, or the Lemon Star, as we
Yep.
call
Yep.
it sometimes.
Yep.
And it's just half square triangles. It's so easy to make.
Yeah.
And so that's a great one. You border it twice. And do we know what one is coming up for this month?
I think the next one is the double square star. Is that right? Or is
That
it
sounds right. Well, we can take
Aislinn?
a peek. We're going to actually, we have a little video we can show you that's a sneak
Oh,
peak of all the
yes.
blocks.
That's
So
of
right.
all of them, or
Of
just
all of them.
Just the next
it's just
one.
a sneak peek of how all the blocks come together to make this. So
Oh,
guys, could you run that
awesome.
video for us?
That's
All right,
very
let's play it.
cool.
Let's lay this up here. We'll do like a big.
Okay.
Okay.
Those were Aislinn's
I
hands.
think
They
so.
so are totally.
Well, that was awesome.
Yes.
See all the blocks.
So yes, the
Yep.
next one coming up is the double square star and the log cabin in the corners. You get to do those ones together.
Really cute. Really cute.
Love it.
And those are easy blocks.
Fun.
These are those kind of blocks where once you make them, you're like, I
Oh,
could make a
yeah.
whole quilt
Yeah.
out of those. Yeah,
That's
they're
right.
really fun.
And
Yeah.
just as a reminder too, guys, if you wanted to, there's a kit available if you wanted to make it just like we have here. And so you can find more details on that. But also, all the patterns are in the issues of Block Magazine this year. So those patterns are in there, and you build this whole quilt through that annual subscription. So that's the thing. And as a reminder, too, that's $5 off or more than 10% off if you subscribe between now and March 22nd, Monday at 11:59 p.m. Central.
Wow.
And I cannot wait to see all the different fabrics that are used to make this quilt
know.
up. I love the versions that, people put together from their stash. They're just so cool.
I agree.
All right, Ashley, what you got for us over there? There we
Ooh,
go.
this is Seeing Spots.
There we go. Yes.
So what's cool about this, if you remember, the original we did was in Tula Pink's fabric, and it was bright and almost neon in
cheery.
color.
Sorry, Jenny.
And this one is put together with more primitive fabrics, and it also kind of has like it almost kind of stripes a little bit, because you'll see like the lighter ones go through. It looks really cool.
And this is made with the 60-degree triangle ruler.
Yep.
And it's so much easier than it looks.
I
It
loved
is.
watching it come together
Yeah.
when you were working on the original. It's so great.
Yeah, and I love these. I love a little detail in the border.
In the border.
I can't get over, every time I see quilts, I can't get over how different they look in different fabrics and how beautiful they are equally,
Every
Yeah.
time.
even though the
Every
fabrics are
time.
so different.
Right. I mean,
So
it could be
this
Christmas
is one of those
fabric.
things that it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Hands down, I love it.
All right, we'll
there.
spread this out here.
Next.
Oh, here comes one more.
One more.
Ooh. Oh, same with brown goose. So when we
Oh.
on the tutorial, that fabric was very red and black, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Red and black.
So here it is
It
in
is
a new
fun to see.
fabric.
So brown goose is an old traditional name, and we did a tutorial on this.
Kind of, it'll be sideways if we.
And
There we
ours
go.
was red and black, and we decided to call it brown goose because, that was its name, and it just seemed to fit what we were doing.
And
so,
this one is gradient, green,
Yeah.
blue down to purple. Did Aislinn make this one? I knew it. I knew it. She is so great with layout and color.
yeah, she does a great job.
So
with
fun.
that.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful. And look at the little pattern. The quilting pattern is that little leaf.
It's vines. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's called I think it's just called vine.
Maybe
It
it
might
is.
be.
It's very pretty.
But it's beautiful.
And this
So all
fabric
these-
has really pretty little dustings
Yeah, little
of
spots
metallic.
of shimmer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Metallic.
it's got that great shimmery look. I love it.
So all these quilts that you're seeing that are in Block Magazine, we also have a tutorial on. So if you decide like you really fall in love with one and you're like, oh my gosh, that looks fun, you can actually watch the tutorial on that.
Yep.
And
That
see
is
it.
true.
And this one is literally only half square triangles. That's
is.
all it is. It's the easy 8, and it's it's just half square triangles, and yet it looks so cool.
And that's a good point, Jenny. All of your tutorials are actually linked in the digital issue
Oh, there you
of the
go.
magazine, so that when you get to that and you want to watch along, you
click
can
you
click
just
through
right
and
on it.
watch
I
that
love that. I
tutorial.
love the digital
Oh,
file.
that's
It's so
great.
good.
And the other thing that's so great is you get so many patterns in a digital
There's at
or
least
Block
10
magazine.
quilts, right?
Exactly.
Is that right?
Yeah, 10 quilts and a few projects.
And a few projects.
That varies from time to time. And some quilts will have bonus projects that kind of go with them, depending on how things work out with tutorials. And
Well, it
then-
depends for me. It depends if I have like leftover fabric, or I get an idea right there at the end. And
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, I got to show this.
Yeah.
So you've got more than 10 patterns that you get in a book that's $7.99, and
Yeah.
so it's
So
just a
normally
really
a
good
pattern is
deal.
about $12.50, and so for
Yeah.
the block is $7.99,
$10,
and
$9.
yeah, and so you get all of them for that.
Yep.
Yep.
With
It's
beautiful
It is a
pictures.
great deal.
Fun stories.
stories.
Yeah.
And one of
of
the
fun.
things too is we also love seeing how you guys pull together your ideas and work on projects. And so we came over to do a little tour of your sewing studio space, and so we wanted to share
Oh,
that
boy.
too.
Okay.
This was a little bit of a surprise
Yes, it
to
was.
us. We weren't quite, we didn't have hair and makeup that day. So.
No, that's
No.
okay.
You get what
We
you
never
get.
have hair and
You just get what you get.
Very real and lived in. So guys, can you show us the studio tour?
All right, you're going to
Here
love
we
it.
go. Hey, welcome to our studio. Come on in. This is Natalie and Misty and I all work here. This is our own personal studio, and we are going to give you a tour. So let's start with Misty. This is my space. This is Misty's space right here. She sews. We all have computers because she does a lot of design work on there, and cutting tables, and we have these awesome design walls right here. And these cubbies are for future projects, and they keep us all in line and all going with everything we need. Don't look too close. Over here is Natalie's area. And Natalie works on block, and she also sews, and she does triple play, and she does all the things. And so we've got some block papers here. We've got projects going. You guys remember last time in our Geese Bend quilt, we all loved making these. So Natalie's working on one. I finished one.
Just for myself, maybe somebody else can put together.
Right, right. This is her cutting table, and of course she has a design wall as well. Now a lot of people ask us about these little pictures up here that we have hanging. You know, they'll see it sometimes in a magazine shop. These are actually little flats that Natalie
cut them out of the proofs.
Yeah, from Block Magazine, and she hung on a little clothesline. This is my area, and I am a messy creative. You know, I create in chaos, and so I have lots of, I have things everywhere, and projects I'm going to do, and this next idea, and my brain is going so fast that I just have all kinds of things going on, so I'm kind of over here on this half of the studio. That's my cutting table, my design wall, but I also collect antique irons, and you probably didn't see those when you walked in, but right inside the door, right here, I have 2 walls of these antique irons, and I just want to show them off to you. So right here, you can see, you know, not to ceiling because the ceiling is way high, but I have these great cubbies for some of my irons. I tend to collect them when, if I go someplace and teach, I'm always looking to see, and I have the same thing on the other side as well. So we've actually done a studio tour several times up here, but for you guys, for the block party people, we're gonna take you down into the basement. You ready? Come on, let's go. So this is our basement down here. You can see over here we have all kinds of extra supplies and things like that, so we can just keep sewing and sewing and sewing. This is where our assistant Kathleen works right here, and we have a little kitchen down here, and it's just, you know, so we don't even have to stop to eat. We just can come down here and get a quick snack and keep sewing. To go home. Right. If only we had a bed. No, never mind. We don't want that. No.
We have a couch.
So come on in here, because there's all kinds of things in here. So this, like several of us have like our own fabric and our own bins and things like that here. Whenever we have extra fabric left over from tutorials and things like that, it will come down here and it will be cut up for us to use as scraps or for us to use as giveaways during the Doan Girl retreats. And we do, you know, we do lots of giveaways at those retreats. So we're constantly using those fabric, bundling it, making it pretty, and using it for giveaways. We have a big cutting table down here, and we also have the very first quilt machine that the kids bought for me when we first started. Both Natalie and I know how to run that machine. Yep, we still use it. Misty, do you know how to run the machine?
I have never learned.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't remember if you had or not, but Natalie and I use it. The problem I have is that if I don't use it regularly, I forget. Natalie's not to that stage yet, so she actually will come and say, okay, here's what you do, here's what you do, and then it all comes back. You know, it does all come back, but I don't remember it unless I do it often. We hope you enjoyed this tour of our studio. We loved showing it to you. It's always fun to share that with you guys, and we'll see you back at the block party. See you later. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. To see all of our messes.
I know, we're all going, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh.
We weren't worried about it that much at the time, but now looking back, it's like, oh, should have dusted that. Should have cleaned that up.
We're real, you guys. We're normal.
It's fine. That's right.
It's right. It is what it is.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah, we have a few questions. So Brian Mitchell asked, can we do a video tutorial showing how to make your own homemade design board at home? And Brian, you're lucky we have one.
I actually, my husband and I made one because he's made them for us. And you just take a piece of house insulation, cut it the size you want.
Foam kind.
Yeah, the foam board. Yeah, not the rolls. The foam board.
Yeah.
Cut it the size you want, and then we put a layer of batting, and we just laid it over and stapled.
Well, so he screws the insulation to the wall.
To the wall.
Screws the insulation
so
to the
just
wall.
put a few in the corners and
then
one or two
puts
in
the
middle.
batting on. Then puts flannel over it and pulls it around the edges and staples it tight.
Yeah.
And then just puts a board frame around it.
So the wood trim covers where you staple the fabric and batting to the wall.
And it looks kind of like the wall we use here.
Oh, absolutely.
It does look a little bit like this, yes.
We do use this flannel because it's gridded. This is a K Fawcett flannel, and it's gridded, and so it helps us like lining things up.
My flannel my design board is actually not the Cafe grid.
That's right. Yours is flannel.
I have a flannel that is, I think it might be like a
teal.
Stonehenge or a
it's
Benetex,
pretty.
but it's got like splotchy.
Yeah, it's
pattern.
Texture to it.
I didn't want the lines because I don't want to have to worry about lining it up when I'm putting my
gosh.
blocks up. It was like
And
too
I'm
much for
so
me. I
linear.
didn't want the lines not to be straight, and so
I'm so linear.
I
It's
just
like-
wanted a blank wall.
I thought I wanted the lines when I was making it, but then it was really hard to get the seam to line up just right.
And I can't.
Yes.
I just can't do it without the lines.
And all
Yeah.
of all of our design walls have seams in them,
Yes,
so
they
don't
do.
worry about that. Just
Yeah.
put the seam in it, press
And
it
it
flat
works
to one
great.
side, and put it on your wall. It's no big deal.
Literally, we have a seam in the middle of all of ours
Yeah.
because it's weird that it's not 108. You would think.
Yeah.
Well, even my mine
your
is
course?
made from backing flannel,
And you had to
I
add a
still
piece.
added a seam because I wanted a bigger
Right.
board.
Yeah.
And I had space for it, so
It's nice.
Why
So there
not?
is a video to that. Did they link to it?
They did.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
They
What
did.
else
So
you
you
got
can
for
check
us?
that out. I also have a person who calls themselves Hunkosaurus Rex caught the
Ooh.
best of block in
I
the top
am
corner
intrigued.
and said you guys need to promote that because it's the best ever.
Yes,
So
Yeah.
I agree.
thank you, Hunkosaurus Rex.
Yes. So Natalie and I went through. This is for
turned out
last year.
so nice.
And
It's
we
so
wanted to
beautiful.
do kind of a coffee table book, and so we went through and chose some quilts. And I'm not even sure how many are in here. 20.
I don't
You
remember.
remember?
It's lost my mind because we're not working on the project anymore.
Right. So that's something you actually have to know. So this is actually spiral bound, nice paper,
Hold on, we
beautiful
can-
quilt.
We can
Beautiful.
count. So they're organized by pre-cut.
By pre-cut type,
Yeah.
And
You could
Looks
just count
like-
them really quick.
Oh, there's 2 pages. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
there's
6,
about-
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
25.
25
You
projects.
were right.
25.
yeah, it was actually really difficult to choose our favorites. So.
And I wouldn't say they're our favorite. I would say they're we love them all.
was gonna
It's
Hard to
like-
choose
we
favorites.
picked
Like
them all.
choosing a
We picked them all for
child.
different reasons.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
all picked our favorites. We picked some that were fan favorites, some that were
That's right. That's
needed
right.
a little more attention. We remade a few of them in different fabrics, and so it was just kind of a really great
It's
compilation.
so beautiful.
It's beautiful. And our photographers do such a good job.
Seriously.
Aw,
Look, there's
There's Nat.
Natalie.
there's my back.
So cute.
I love it.
But they just do such a great job with the pictures.
They
and
are
everything.
And our writers are amazing. Our
Yes.
our graphic design people are amazing. Our pattern writers, we have
Yeah,
a great
sewing
team.
team, everybody.
Yes,
They really are incredible.
Some of these quilts
So,
are the
so
original
good.
quilts. Some of them have been remade. There is a note from Jenny. Always. Jenny can't stop talking.
That's right.
That is
No.
actually true.
Well,
Pretty
and
sure she
when you
talks
want
in her
to,
sleep.
when you guys want to catch more of us, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you subscribe for notifications, you hit that little bell, then you won't miss a single episode of any of these ladies with tutorials, the Final Stitch episodes, or Misty has Missouri Star Live. So we have lots of goodies coming at you, especially in National Quilting Month. And so again, I just want to remind you guys, as National Quilting Month special, we are from now until Monday at 11:59 p.m. Central on March 22nd. If you subscribe before that time, you will get $5 off an annual subscription. So it's a really great deal. And we have some more quilts to show you too.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Ready for the next quilt?
We're ready.
Okay. This is Sunshine Shoofly.
You want to hold it?
No, you
Me?
go ahead.
Okay.
You go right ahead.
All right.
So this is also a half square triangle quilt, and it has hourglasses in it. It has this little shoe fly block in the middle, and then these are all hourglasses, and the hourglasses are made super easy with half square triangles. Had some leftovers, so we put them in the border. This is a new
turned out
line.
so great.
It's so pretty.
Cute. I love it in this
Also,
one.
this is the same quilt that Mom gifted Hannah and Levi for their wedding.
Aw.
Not this exact
but the
one.
pattern.
So a lot of
but
times
same pattern. Yes.
A lot of times I will think, I'll be working on a quilt for a wedding, and I'm trying to
She
do
wants to
something
create something
sentimental.
that's,
Yeah,
but
something
also
that
that's
means
unique
something.
Yeah.
And Hannah is just like sunshine. She just is. She worked and bound for us, and she's just darling. And now she's moved to her first marriage home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and so anyway, this one I made for her. Not this one, but another one.
It's interesting too in this fabric. In the original, it was all blues and greens, and these little stars didn't stand out as much. But as I'm looking at it now, it's like this star,
right,
and then these outer patches,
Yeah,
and it looks almost, I would say, maybe like completely different.
Yeah, I agree. I
Well,
hardly
that's with every
recognized
fabric,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and I love when you just combine lights and darks and you get this whole different look. The other one was lights and darks too, but it had a real soft look to it, didn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
know.
Really beautiful.
So
Okay,
loved
so
it.
these are the little cozy house pillows made with
yes.
the Daisy and Grace templates,
Yep.
and this is the original from YouTube. It was one of our triple play projects. And Aislinn did this one, and I must say she's a far better seamstress than I am.
Oh,
Her seams are so good.
they look
They
beautiful.
look great.
But this turned out
Yeah,
really
this was
nice
this
in
was
this
from a
fabric
triple play.
too.
Triple play, and it's one of those quilt as you go templates, and so it's one and done. You know, you finish up the
Right.
little houses, you sew them down, and
Yeah,
it's
there's
done.
no quilt
Yeah,
as
Aislinn has
desired.
become
It's just
quite a
done.
nice seamstress,
She's
hasn't
Really
she?
has.
Beautiful
It
work.
looks wonderful.
Look at all these straight. We're checking out your work,
Let me see.
Aislinn.
From Mercantile. Oh yeah, this is the Jane Austen line.
Oh, for
And I
Riley
think
Blake.
it just looks so soft and beautiful.
It is gorgeous, and this was the original.
Yeah.
And this just looks like
So
you want to snuggle
there's
up
the
in
tag.
Yeah.
it. So what was the fabric on
The
this?
fabric on this is the Woolies flannel.
Desert.
And and this seems like this belongs in a log cabin, and this
Yeah.
belongs
know.
in like a nice
one? A
formal
Victorian
living room.
home.
Well, I mean, not even Victorian. It's just a little
Right,
more
it is beautiful.
dressy.
Yes.
A little more dressy, a
Yeah.
little fancy. Very nice.
All right, so we have a question. You guys keep saying Aislinn. Who is Aislinn?
Aislinn is my daughter-in-law, and she's also
Come
the
here,
quilt
Aislinn.
librarian. She keeps track of all the quilts, so you can see this little tag on the back. She has a massive spreadsheet that has photos and descriptions, and everything is
hanging
done
out.
by number.
Here she
This
is.
is our
She's
Aislinn.
so cute.
She's married to Isaac.
Yep.
And she has a whole video on how to fold the quilts
Yep.
so they never get a crease in them.
Yeah, she keeps
And
them.
she does our library.
stored.
People always ask, what do you do with all your quilts? And I can remember saying
She's the keeper of them
she
all.
is the
Keeper of the
yeah.
quilts. That's
And
right.
she has they're
And you
all
help on the
marked.
sewing team, right? Yep.
She does when she gets a chance.
Yeah.
Yep. So when the shop's open too, Aislinn is pivotal. She plays a huge role in making sure that the shops all have fresh quilts displayed on the walls, and also that Friday's tutorial is hung in the main shop. That's like
Right.
a really big deal.
Yep.
Yeah,
She
so-
has a lot of jobs.
She does. She does a lot of things.
Yes, like all of us here.
Yes.
I mean,
It's true.
We all
we
have-
wear a
many
lot of hats.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks, Aislinn.
Thanks for joining
Aislinn.
us.
All right.
All right.
She didn't anticipate that.
No, she did. She's a good
That's
sport.
okay. She's a good sport.
So
good sport.
we did get to look at the pillows, and I just want to remind you, some folks are asking about digital block and how to get to their digital block. So we actually also have a video that we can show you about how to access your digital copy. You may not know that you have that, but if you have a print subscription, you do automatically get that instant digital copy.
Is it
Yep.
through your account?
It is through
Yeah,
your
your
account.
Missouri
So
Star.
guys,
Okay.
we can roll that video and show people how they
Excellent.
can use
cool.
it.
That's
Yeah.
really good.
But we're hearing you, and stay tuned because we're working hard to make sure that's available soon.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Our tech
That's
team is
awesome.
always working.
Yeah, they're always
constantly
improving,
working.
always doing something new. I love our app on our phone.
I do too, yeah.
I do too. All right, well, we got a few more
quilts.
things. More things appeared.
Okay,
More
so
quilts.
this is another great triple play quilt. Do you want to show the original first?
Yeah, let's show the original first.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is the original. Or was it a triple play?
Yes,
I
it
might
was
be-
X's
Yeah, it was
and O's.
X's and O's.
Oh, right. Okay.
So this
Here's
is the
the
one
bottom.
I made for triple
Okay.
play.
I was looking for the bottom. Yep.
And,
There we go.
and the
So
X's and O's come in here, and you can see if they were together, they'd be X and O, but we separated them by a sashing, and it just gave it a whole new look. Super, super cute. So this was the tutorial fabric.
All
and
right.
then this one, let's see.
And what did we name it? Will you read that? I can't remember.
We named it Socially Distanced Hugs.
Oh, yes. This,
That's right.
this definitely came
the
about.
the circle is
sorry.
the hug.
Just,
No,
there you
this
go.
is it. This is the top.
This is wait,
This is the top right
this
here.
is the
Aislinn always puts those in the,
The
bottom
tags
right
go
corner,
in the
or bottom
bottom
left
corner.
corner.
Oh, well, yeah, but I thought you meant lengthwise. I thought you were trying to show it sideways.
No, I was just trying to show
You
it
got
up,
way too many people.
up and
too
down.
many
no,
cheeks.
sorry.
That's what we do.
All right.
So this one is
So-
for block.
Yep. And socially distanced hugs is because all these hugs are separated, you know.
By sashing.
They're socially
Very
distanced.
clever.
If you want to be socially appropriate, just put some
We kinda
sashing in
wanted to
between you and
document
everybody
the
else.
time, too, you
It's
know.
Yeah.
true. It's interesting. For some reason, in this fabric, I am also seeing butterflies.
Oh,
yeah.
cute. They do
Separated
look
them.
like butterflies.
They look like
A
butterflies.
whole new quilt
I
idea.
know,
A
I
whole new
know.
quilt.
Yep.
So, really fun.
Very cool. So you'll see this in block.
Awesome.
There we go.
You got another
Do
one
you want
over
the
there.
fabric line? Fabric line is Secret Stash by Edita Sitar of the Laundry Basket.
And that's available right now.
Is it?
Yep.
Sweet.
Cool.
Okay. This is Misty's.
Oh yeah, from the same
The
triple
same
play.
triple play. Oh, this is
Yep.
completely
So it's
different
Hearts
fabric.
and Kisses. And this fabric line is called Belle Epoch.
Oh,
by
I haven't
Maywood
even seen this
Studios.
version.
And Misty
Nope,
did
it's
hers
very
in pinks
cool.
and reds.
I did. I just
Because
embraced
it was
the
so.
Valentine's theme.
And we found out tonight it's already hanging in one of the shops, so we
Yes.
can't show you the original because it's
That is
busy.
gorgeous.
This is beautiful.
But didn't that turn out great?
It's really beautiful.
I love it.
Hearts
Yeah.
and kisses.
Yeah.
Looks so sweet.
So,
It's so cute.
instead of O's, I just put a little heart there. So.
Yeah,
I love it.
very cool.
Well, and I love how you said that it's hanging in one of the shops. That's actually a quick lead in for just a little reminder. We're getting lots of questions from folks who've
Oh,
joined us.
good.
When
We're
are the
opening
shops
May 3rd.
opening?
May
Soft opening.
3rd.
Soft
May 3rd.
opening. You know.
And I think they did that in honor of Triple Play because
Yes.
the
The
third day of
third.
May.
Yeah.
The third
Yep.
week of the month, the 3 women. I got
There's a lot of threes.
So many threes.
a lot of 3s.
Okay, so
Guys,
Misty,
tune in Monday and you can get more information on that
Yeah.
announcement.
can you tell us about this little bonus project?
Yes. So when you're making the hearts, I had a bunch
This
of.
is your original, right?
This is the original fabric. You have a bunch of extra half square triangles, so I just put them
from
together
this, is it from this
from
bottom
the,
section?
from the bottom side of the hearts and made this little runner to
Right.
go with
So
it.
cute.
Cool. So this
No
is
waste.
this
No
is the
waste.
one that's going in block
Yep.
and same fabric, just comes from the bottom and it looks really cute.
Comes from the bottom part
So
of
you
the
don't
heart.
have
Bottom of
any
the heart,
waste
from
at
the
all.
bottom
So-
of my heart.
We want you to love this table runner.
From the bottom of our heart.
Listen,
I wonder where that came from.
that's real.
I love it.
So people always ask us what we do with all of our quilts, and a lot of them hang in the shops.
shops, yeah.
The shops can check them in and out. And so our quilts that hang in the shops aren't necessarily there because we have that fabric. They're there because we've done the tutorial and they match the theme of the shop. So the boutique shop will choose boutique quilts that we make, regardless of what they are, and hang them up because they know you can get the tutorial, and everything in that shop is boutique fabric.
Tutorials
So-
are always available. Fabric is ever changing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they rotate through those in the shops often to keep
They
them
do.
looking fresh.
Yeah.
And
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Up to
that's
date.
true.
All right. The next X's and O's one is mine.
Yay!
All right.
Awesome.
So here is the original,
Yes.
and I'm pretty
I'm not
sure.
going to fight with you girls
Oh.
this time.
Oh,
was like,
Jenny.
No, it's the other way. It's the
Do
other
you
way.
want it? Do you? So I think, yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Oh, this is cool.
And this is Tula Pink's line, True Colors.
True colors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tula
Yes.
Pink's True Colors
Here's
line.
your hugs,
Yep.
your X's and O's, or your O's.
And I called it something.
What did you
I
do?
don't even remember. Diamond hugs.
She's like, I called it something.
Yes, because of these diamonds
Yeah, that's
Yep.
beautiful.
It's so
and
pretty.
these hugs.
Love it.
So
That's
that's
really
that. And
cute.
I'm pretty sure during the video I said, I wonder how it would look in solids.
Oh, so
And because of that, we went ahead and made it in
Here, let's
solids
put
for
this
the
over
YouTube
here.
video. Or, I mean, sorry, for block.
yes.
One of those things. And we did, this is the Kona color of the year.
Horizon,
Horizon.
Yep.
which we love too. We
Yeah,
love
It's
this.
such
really
a pretty
pretty.
color.
There you go. So this is up.
And then this gray, I don't know
It's a
what
grunge
color.
that's
It's a
on the back.
it's a gray. Oh yeah, the backing is a grunge polka dot.
Look how cute that looks.
That
in
is
two
how it
colors.
looks in 2 colors.
I love it.
So I think it turned out great.
Yeah.
It's really great. So
It's
you know,
definitely different.
it's
right?
really different.
Like everything else, when you make it in different fabrics, it's like, wow, I didn't see that pattern before, but
I think that's one of the most fun parts of quilting. Like just however you place colors or blocks, everything changes. You say that all the time, Jenny.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
so creative.
so much creative license and whoop.
And that thing that you said, Natalie, about the tutorials are always there and fabric changes. That's true. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can check out all the tutorials going back for several years
Lots
now.
of
There's
years.
so
All the way
many
back to the
awesome
beginning.
tutorials.
One time the kids did a whole compilation of my hair. It is not, I did not enjoy it. Everybody else did.
She didn't want to watch that again.
It was fun.
It is fun. It is fun.
And one of the
we
things
have
that we have,
ever-changing hair,
We all
ever-changing
do.
bodies.
Yeah.
That's just part of.
and one of the
life,
things
part
that we
of
have in there is also a curated list. So when you look for, I want to have super simple charm pack quilts, or I would love to have approachable but intricate looking that looks like it took you so much more work than it did quilts. We've got those in there for you. So take a look at our channel and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of that.
Yes.
For sure.
Perfect.
Very cool.
And one of the other things about our digital issue is that this gave us an opportunity to do an extra video interview with a woman named Jackie Gehring, who is an
she's so
expert in
talented.
walking foot quilting. And so, Natalie, I want to
Yes, and
pass
if
it
you've
over
been
to
in
you.
quilting for any length of time, she was Tallgrass Prairie Studios from way back in the day on her blog spot. I think that's still her company name is Tallgrass Prairie Studios, but yeah. Do you want me to grab that book?
Yeah,
Grab
let's
that
grab
book.
that book and talk about it a little bit. We actually have a giveaway,
Yay.
which we're announcing
Some
today.
lucky
So that
person gets a copy of this book.
yes,
think three.
Three
lucky. Three of
Wow.
us, 3 to give away.
Like
you
a
know.
triple play.
like
Like
a
a
triple.
triple
Like
play.
triple play.
This sounds more like a home run to me.
I like it.
It is.
That's awesome.
This is such a cool book.
So yeah, I have learned so much about walking foot quilting from reading this book and interviewing Jackie, and I am literally, like, I talked to you guys about it.
Yeah.
Even today we were going on and on about all the cool things you could do and
Well,
full of ideas.
How easy she makes it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
really
I,
approachable.
for one, I don't usually machine quilt my quilts on my home machine, but I had never realized that people who put circles, like the orange peels or any of those intricate designs, that those are just wavy lines that intersect to make circles.
Yeah.
They're so
All of
cool,
us
you
were
guys.
Mind
Like,
so
blown.
cool.
like you can't even understand, but these are like literally just like wavy lines, and then you go the
you
opposite
see
way,
'em, Noah?
and then the opposite way, and they create these really cool like orange peel patterns. It's amazing.
It
I'm
is.
like,
Yeah,
I
truly.
know, right?
I love it.
just so fun.
So-
And we got to take some time and do a little video interview, which is going to be in the digital edition of this
Yes.
upcoming block. And guys, we want to show you just one question. I know, Nellie, you'd asked Jackie about what to do to get started. So we want to show you just a little
It
taste
can
of that
be
interview.
so overwhelming, even thinking about machine quilting at home. Just what do I need? How do I start? Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. So guys, you want to run that for us?
So I'm kind of a convert to what Nike says. Just do it.
yes.
Because I think a lot of people, especially beginners, are a little bit intimidated because they see people that have been doing it for a long time and they're like, I can't do that. But you can. And it takes a sewing machine and a walking foot and a little bit of chutzpah, and off you go. So I like to encourage everyone to just get started.
So to do that, we would need, I would think, first of all, I think it's a challenge to figure out what type of walking foot goes with your machine. So that's going to take a little bit of research, right? And reading the owner's manual and making sure it fits, and then throw
It
together
does.
some kind of little quilt sandwich to practice.
And so one of the things with that is, most of us have a local quilt shop, most of us. And really depending on that local shop, where you get your machine, to help you understand what walking foot you need, whether you're using a dual feed, those kind of things,
Right.
or read your manual, or even get in touch with your sewing machine company, whether it's Janome or Bernina or whoever. get in touch and ask the questions about your machine. And then I always recommend people to start small. There are a lot of people that take my classes, and I'll get the email a couple weeks later and say, that spiral just doesn't work. And I'm like, so tell me what happened. And in class, we do it on a 24 by 24 inch sample to start practicing. And then they went home and they jumped right to a king size quilt.
Oh, goodness.
So that's like walking into a gymnastics center kind of and saying, I've learned to do a forward roll and then going home and trying a round off back handspring. So for a beginner, start with lines.
Yeah.
Start with lines, very simple echoed lines from the center of your quilt or all the way across your quilt is what I mean, is a beautiful design. I think you can see in the quilt behind me, in that black and aqua quilt. So those are echoed curves. It's a really
very gentle
curve, but that echo, the lines are the same width apart, and it echoes all the way across the quilt. It's a really simple design. It can be done in straight lines. It can be done in gentle curves. That's a really great thing to practice with and to start with. And in both Walk and Walk 2.0, I break down walking foot quilting into what I call the big six. And there are essentially 6 skills that you learn in walking foot quilting. And once you've mastered those 6 skills, you can pretty much quilt any walking foot design. Simple, complex, whatever.
I so enjoyed that interview with Jackie. She is just so sweet and fun to talk to and so smart. So you can catch all the rest of it. There's a written interview in block. We do quite a few pictures and information. And then the digital block has the full interview, and that's where you can go and learn the big 6 that she talks about, that are the things that you really need to know for walking foot quilting.
Yep.
And, when I use a walking foot, they call it a running foot.
Yes, you're a speedy sewist.
But I quilt with a credit card.
Yeah.
I rarely machine quilt my own things,
And so we're seeing lots of folks getting inspired by that. We do have her book Walk 2.0, and we also have her first book Walk, and those are also available on our Missouri Star website. But you can also enter to win a copy of the Walk 2.0.
3
Not one,
lucky quilters.
not 2.
That's
and
right.
It goes all the way through Monday, right?
That's right. So Monday at 11:59. And if you
11:59
want to see how to enter, we've got a link.
At that time, but
right.
We've got a link for how to enter, so you can check the description of this video, and there'll be a link that'll take you to that entry through that entry period. So good luck to all of you who'd like to win a copy.
Yes,
And if you don't win, you can buy one. It's well worth it.
Yeah,
It's true.
These are amazing books.
they are
And
amazing. Books.
here's a good question for you now. Jean Malloy says, do you need to have the first walk before getting Walk 2.0? Do you think you can dive right in?
Not exactly. She goes through the techniques. Walk 1 is a lot more basic, and there's a little bit more beginner detail, but you can go with both of them, either one, and she'll give you the information that you need to get started in the beginning.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, they
And all you
stand
need-
alone, but they work.
Yeah, literally, Natalie,
amazing together,
we were all
so.
going through that book, looking at it today.
Yeah.
It was just pretty amazing.
It's good stuff. So
really
tune into that, and you can check out the full interview, both video and in print, with the next issue of Block
Yeah.
Magazine. So we have a couple more quilts to show you and to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So these quilts were inspired by our interview and our feature with the Geesbend ladies,
quilters,
the quilt makers. They are amazing.
You want to show
So-
the one that's in block?
We made
first?
this one first.
So here's
this.
So wait. So let me tell you what happened. So
Last issue.
we
Coming one. Why are we-
yes, it
Couldn't
did.
show it.
But we
Oh, that's right.
we didn't get to
it's
show
upside
this
down.
last time. These quilts are actually in last block issue, which you get, I guess, if you subscribe. But we didn't get to show it because we had a time frame where they were contracted with somebody else, and so we wanted to show them to you this time. But
So
what
the
was
cool
really
thing-
interesting about this
Go ahead.
is that they had lots of people in our company just make a block, and we
Yeah.
signed up to make a block.
And then we
But
couldn't
we were-
stop.
Well, we were
It's
like,
so true.
we were like in fear and trepidation. We're like, because we we measure things out and we try so hard to make things perfect
Right.
and all this.
But
and
it
was
turns out it
and he
was
stripped
so freeing
and he
to
sized.
sew
So
together the things we made.
when we finished our one block, we were just like,
Yeah.
And we
it
didn't
felt
think that they would go together well.
Yeah.
You know, we were all using different fabrics.
our
and we
creative
thought,
minds just
Yeah.
kind of exploded.
But yeah,
and
it's such a great thing.
so then
hold
the
it.
girls and I went on a retreat, and we took our sewing machines and we took a bin of scraps,
Yes.
and I wanted to make one of these, and so
Well, we all did.
All of us
Well, we all
sewed
did. We all did.
from that scrap bin.
Yes, and it's
And
still
we
just
all
as full.
have like at least 25 or 30 blocks,
Yep.
and that scrap bin is
It's still
as full, if
Yeah,
not more
it's crazy.
full than it was when we started. So this
Jenny's
is
the
Mom's
only one that
quilt.
finished her quilt, though.
So
Yeah.
this is mine, and one of the things I did, I have to have a little order. So I put all my blocks together, and I just kept adding strips, and then I put a 10-inch ruler on them, and just cut it out around the 10-inch ruler. So these are all actually 10-inch blocks. So I didn't have to worry fit this in here and fit this in there. But that kept it ordered for my brain. But literally, this just filled up our creative buckets.
Yeah.
I mean, we were so excited when we started sewing these, and everyone is
It was
different.
just such
and
a
so-
treat to
It really was. It was
relax
such
and
a
not have to
treat.
be
Yeah.
not have to be a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just love how it came together. It's so like not in our wheelhouse, but now it is.
Yeah.
We've
But also-
invited it in.
So the G's Bend Quilters, they have Etsy stores
They
now,
do.
which
They
is
do.
incredible.
Yeah.
And,
And they're restocking them often because I got on there at first and there was one I just loved. And I tried to buy it and somebody got it before I could get it.
yeah, you're gonna have to check every day.
I know,
because
exactly.
they're incredible.
They
They're
are.
great artists.
Yeah, they truly
They're
are.
amazing. That was an amazing article. I hope you guys get a chance to see it. And some of those faces are just so sweet.
Yeah, it's a great heritage, and they
Yeah.
talk about learning from their moms and grandmothers, and it's fun that we get to have a quilting family as well.
Yeah, we
So
have that in
I
common.
feel a lot of connection to them in that
really
way.
cool.
Yes. And so one of the things too, again, if you're already a subscriber, you should be having that magazine in your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have that magazine.
Exactly. And if you're a new subscriber, the digital copy of that magazine is going to be instantly in your account and something you could read today as soon as you subscribe.
That's great.
So just want to let you know that, and you can see the links in the description for this video for how to subscribe. And as you can see, like Block Magazine is so chock full of all good kinds of good things.
Full of stuff.
All
So
good things.
we'd
We
love to have
definitely
you
try
join
to
that.
keep the interesting new things coming.
Yeah.
And I have to say, this next month's cover photo shoot was so
It's
fun.
the best.
I loved it.
It turned out so
It
good.
really
So
did.
cute. Yeah, it was really fun.
They all do though. We say that every
Yeah.
time.
That's true. I know so many people were on the last one. They were like, "You look so good in red," and I'm like, "Thank you." We have to wear red on Friday because of the Chiefs.
Yes.
Have
know.
to.
We
Well,
choose to.
Yes.
I choose to, but
It's a blessing.
Yeah, and yesterday was Happy St. Patrick's
Mahomes Day.
Yeah, if you're not football fans, so I'm a football fan because I'm married to my husband, and so he knows all about it, and I sit with him and occasionally ask a question.
She buys
and
a lot of boxes
I
of
bind.
Wheaties
I bind, and oh yeah, that
to
was
make
so
the
funny.
Mahomes picture.
Yeah, and but Misty's truly a football
I am
fan.
a huge Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah,
Born and raised.
I'm not sure Natalie's ever watched a game.
That's not true. That's not true. She comes when we have.
So they have big Chiefs
Yeah.
parties at their house, and we all come, pretend we love it,
And I
And
really
she
do.
actually does.
I really do.
Sarah does. The guys do. I actually love being together with
I do
everybody.
too.
I
That's
just think it's
the
fun.
best part of it.
When
Jake
everybody
made a
jumps
whole
off the couch,
stadium out of Rice Krispies once, which was pretty amazing.
So he actually in his flower
Jake is
bed in
very
the front of
creative
your
with
house.
food and plants.
Yeah. So in the front of their house, he made a whole big Chiefs
He made an
the
arrowhead.
logo
out of like marigolds
and mums.
and mums.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's pretty fancy.
He's very talented,
Pretty
that
fancy.
Jake.
What
We
else
love
do we
it.
have?
Sorry,
Any
we got off on a
questions?
tangent.
No, you're great. We have a couple questions. I do want to answer. Katie Samard says, is it possible to have the digital edition from outside the U.S., like, for instance, Canada? So, first of all, U.S. and Canada can subscribe, and we're working on that digital subscription, like I said, for an annual subscription. But you can get individual issues. And one of the great things about Block Magazine, too, is they're all the digital issues are available, all the issues are available. So you can actually go in.
So what you're saying is if you purchase an a la carte, say you just buy the volume 6, issue 4, you'll get the digital copy of that issue in your account.
Okay.
Yep. So you can purchase an individual issue if you like, and then that digital issue will be automatically
and there will
And that applies
shouts of Hosanna when
anywhere
that
in the
digital
world?
subscription
No, we're working
is
on it.
available.
We're really excited. It's dangerously close, but it's
Yeah.
going to take us just a little
A
longer.
little bit longer.
Yeah,
We
well,
have
we're
lots of
still
people
working
working
on
on
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
What else?
These things take time.
All right. So we have a couple of comments that are saying, yes, walk, don't run, or yes, run, don't walk. So
Yeah, there's 2 schools out there.
Jenny, one of the questions, do you quilt, and you said you quilt by credit card, do you quilt your own quilts ever?
Rarely. So
Okay.
if I do quilt, I'm not a doodler. Now that I've actually seen this book, I do think there are things I could do because a lot of it is a straight line and then you curve to here, and I didn't know that. I was always just trying to make a nice curly cue, and it
Right,
just,
but this is all done on
never-
your home machine.
Right.
Not, you wouldn't even
Right.
need a long arm to
Yeah.
do any of this.
And so for me, I have a entire quilting department at my disposal, and I usually just
Yes,
send
it's
them off.
really hard
Yeah.
to try new things when you have something that's that convenient.
Yeah.
It's true.
It really is.
And so for me, it's not my love. My love is just
Piecing, right?
piecing. I love to piece. I love to put the
You
pieces together.
do like to do straight lines on pillow covers,
Yeah, so if I'm
or
gonna quilt
wall
anything,
hangings
yeah.
or table runners.
If anything is small, I will do straight line quilting, and and then
She just
sometimes
goes down
hashtag
and back,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or she'll do a straight line or a what is that? What is it?
Crosshatch?
Crosshatch. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had it and then it left me.
It happens.
Although I regularly have trouble keeping my backs nice and flat.
Oh.
Yes.
So
You have to use that sprinkle powder.
I know. I love
That's
that
what you
stuff.
need.
That's what I need. That's what I
Quilter
need.
select.
Basting powder,
Right?
Yeah.
pins,
All the things.
Yeah.
all of them.
I had trouble with that until I started using that free
I'm
fuse.
not good with pins.
And
Good with pins, but I've heard you say you're friends with people who are.
right.
That's
Yeah, absolutely.
You can use all the pins you want.
And Mary says, how many issues do you get? It's 6 issues per year.
Per
so an
year.
annual
Yeah, they come out
subscription,
every
6
other month.
issues.
And the subscription is for the year.
That's right.
And there are how many years?
6 now.
So you can get
No,
the back.
no, 8.
We actually just started
We're
volume
on volume
8.
eight.
Oh
Volume
my
eight. So
goodness.
you can actually get all the back issues as well. There's a couple of them that are only available on the online version, I think, like the very
Digitally.
first one. There's something like that. But I fought to keep them all, but
Yeah, we have.
Maybe we'll bring them back someday.
It's an ordering issue because
It is an
we
ordering
don't
issue,
have
that's
as
what it
much
is.
demand for those, and you have to buy them by so many thousands.
yeah.
And so, it
But
gets,
they're all
it gets
available.
tricky.
And let's show the grab one of these boxes.
Oh, yeah.
So when you
Yeah.
get all 6 issues for the year, then you will get
You can buy separately a box.
a box.
Yeah.
And a box is just one of the quilts that was
from
from
that
that year.
Yep.
And the box actually costs more than
This is
Block
our very
Magazine.
first one.
And the reason is because we have to have it made. It's a weird size. It's not like 8.5 by 11 or anything like that. But
Yes.
it's so handy for keeping them all together in their years.
Yep.
And that's pretty cool.
And they're cute.
They're so
are
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
I know. I love having them on our shelf.
Oh no, this is the second year. This is
Yep.
the first year.
Yep.
That's right.
And is that the third?
Yes,
I think so.
that is
cool.
the third.
Very cool. What else? What other questions do we have?
So they also want to know, Misty and Natalie, are you fans of piecing or quilting or both?
I both.
I
Yeah.
really love piecing, but I want to love quilting because I also like to paint and draw. I like all creative outlets, and so I know if I could take the time to do it, I would enjoy it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to put it on the schedule. I'm going to teach her how to use the machine.
She
You
is.
know, that might be a really good retreat thing.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Take a class from
Could
somebody.
be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
absolutely.
be fun. We like to try it when we go on retreats. One of the things we try to do is like take a class in something that wouldn't be normal for us to take a class in. And the cool thing about that is like if your creative sojo is
It's
waning,
gone.
that's a really good way to spruce it up because all those creative feelings come back and you just are like,
Yeah, the last time we did a pottery class and it was really fun.
it was really fun. Yeah, it was really fun.
That was amazing.
Yeah. I keep looking at my watch, you guys, because I have a date with my husband tonight.
Yes, she does.
And so whether you guys are done or not, I have to leave at 7.
She has somewhere to go.
I have to go on a date with my husband.
Yeah, which is a great
Which
reason.
is a great reason. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So anyway.
So let's go ahead and just recap one more time. All of the quilts that you've seen today are appearing in the next issue of Block Magazine. If you subscribe, if you're not already a subscriber, if you subscribe before Monday, March 22nd at 11:59 p.m. Central, you will be able to get the next issue and you won't miss out on the first issue this year. And so you'll get a digital copy of the first issue delivered instantly to your account, and that means you can get started on the Talavera tile sew along, and you can see all the things that we talked about the G's Bend articles and all the good stuff. So if you're not a subscriber already, please do consider subscribing, and an annual subscription is $5 off also during this time period. So we got almost more than 10% off
How much does
for
that
National
make it?
Quilt. It is $47.94 for the year, so it makes it $42.94 for the year.
Just over $40 for 60 quilt patterns.
Yeah.
Exactly. For
Yeah,
60
and there are,
quilt patterns.
this is just a sampling. There are, 10 quilts in the
In
issue, and
every
we didn't
issue.
get through. We didn't have time to get through all of them tonight.
Right.
So.
Well, we have to save some surprises.
Yes, some
Yes.
super secret
Yeah.
surprise quilts that you'll get in your magazine.
The super
That's
secret
right.
surprise. That's a triple S.
That's right.
There we are with the
Secret
three.
One more
again.
triple.
Right? One more triple play.
So thank you, one more triple for joining us guys today, and we will see you at the next block party.
Absolutely. We'll
Yep.
see you next month. No, month after. When is it? Don't go
Two.
yet.
You in May.
Wait.
Sometime in
We'll
May.
see you in May.
There we go.
After the shops open,
On May 3rd.
everybody's back
Soft
to
opening. No big party.
Perfect.
enjoying the good weather.
Wear a mask.
Yes.
Stay healthy.
Have
See you guys.
a great couple months.
See you guys later.
See
Bye-bye.
ya.